Hello again everyone, and welcome back to The Coin Vault Has Opened. Here at Time Traveler's Coin Exchange tonight we're going to have episode 142 of The Coin Vault Has Opened. We're going to look through a roll of 1962 proof mint Cellos. They're all Lincoln Memorial cents, and we're going to go through them, see if there's any nice high grade ones, and then we'll zoom in after we've looked at all of them and see if we can find any varieties. There's a lot of different double dies for this year. But welcome to the stream, everyone. Hope everybody is having a good weekend. So we'll get right to it. One thing, I purchased this one from eBay, and it does appear to be a partial roll. On the bright side, I've never bought from this person before, so that could be a good thing, or it could be a terrible, terrible thing. Only one way to find out. But I'll dump them out. Most of the people that I've bought from in the past, I'm used to having kind of like one or two real bad looking coins, and then a couple really nice looking coins. This could be all really nice looking coins, it could be all bad coins. We don't know. From what I can see from the pile, they look pretty nice. Let me set things up a little bit better here, but hope you guys are having a good night. Yeah, so into 1962 land. It's been a busy day today. Just barely got finished up with my goals for the day. Got 39 auctions put up on eBay, or buy it nows, I guess, a couple auctions. And so pretty much listed coins all day on eBay. And it was pretty good. And so now I get to relax, now that I'm no longer working here. Because this is what I do for fun. And so hopefully we'll find some double dice tonight. I feel like 1962 has been one of our better years. I feel like we found quite a few things. For those of you guys who are new to looking at mint cellos, all these marks are on the mint cello. At least 99% of them. Sometimes the coins get damaged. It almost looks interesting. It almost looks like there is like a little piece of metal on his forehead. I'm sure we'll be able to zoom in and see if that is on the coin. I'm guessing it's just a... Here, let's move the mint cello, see if it moves with it. And it does. So Lincoln did not have a pimple. And so it looks like there is doubled eyelids as well, so we'll be checking the eyes. There are double dies on the front and the back of the coin. So there's DDOs and DDRs. And so most damage that we'll find on mint cellos like this will just be little tiny spots. Sometimes the spots wipe off like that. That's just a little bit of debris that got inside the mint cellos. But most of the time when you see like a long scratch across the mint cellos, it is actually just on the mint cellos. It's from just not being stored perfectly. Oftentimes these mint cellos will end up together. This one looks like it may have some toning. Let me put it under the light. I think it's just kind of a bluish gray color to the left of the memorial. Sometimes toning will show up for us and sometimes it doesn't. Oftentimes if it doesn't, when we're zoomed in, all of a sudden we'll like zoom past a nice little spot of color. I should be having a lot of really nice coins for you guys coming up in the next week. I have a ton of things in the mail. I've got some Bugs Bunnies, I've got some double dies, just got some fun coins. I've got a bunch of older proof coins coming, and so it should be fun. I got to list some Susan B. Anthony's today. I don't think I've ever owned a graded Susan B. Anthony, so it was just one more coin to kind of learn about. I got a 1979 wide rim, and so that was kind of fun. And then I immediately was looking at 1980s afterwards, and they looked just like the wide rim. But I'm assuming that they did some sort of change, and so the wide rim for 1980 is common, I'm guessing. Otherwise I found a couple wide rim ones because they looked exactly like the 1979 did. But I believe I found ones past 1979 that looked like they were wide and not wide, but I couldn't find any details. So if any of you guys are really into SBAs and know a lot about them, feel free to leave a comment on any of those videos or tell me in the stream. Always like learning new things. I've only branched out of pennies here for about 3 months, and there's just this huge world of coins out there. It's amazing. I'm learning new things every day. A couple little spots on this coin, nice luster. I think I see one coming up here that looks a little bit darker. Could be a good thing, it could be a bad thing. Yeah, let's check it out. It kind of looks red-brown. I don't think there is any color on this. It almost looks like there was a little color on the reverse. See if we can get that to show up. Sometimes coins will show us their colors. It's interesting, my camera normally makes tone coins disappear. This one's got kind of a little bit of reddish pink on half the memorial. You can kind of see the break. And then the other side is kind of a yellowish color. Not too bright, not too fancy. And one thing I was able to get today was, I think I have about 6-7 more rolls of these proofs. And the proofs have pretty much dried up on eBay and the different auction sites. But one thing I was able to get was 34 rolls of mint Cello business strikes. I believe they're all business strikes. I think they're 1968 to like 1996. So we have more mint Cello rolls than we'll be able to go through for the rest of this year here for sure. This one almost looks like the memorial is cameo. It really stands out from the rest of the coin, but we need a full cameo. Let's check out the front again. I'm trying to get better at spotting cameos in the wild. That one looked like it had just a little bit. Almost feel like I can see something on the date there. We'll find out when we zoom in. I expect hopefully to find at least one double die here tonight. This rim looks kind of rough. If you look at the edge, it almost looks like there's like a little bit of metal hanging off. Hopefully the coin wasn't damaged. We shall find out. That one looks like it has really nice fields on it. Check out the reverse, see if it matches the front. I think I see a little spot over here that might be on the mint Cello though. That would be nice. Oh, we got a Lucy. One has escaped. Maybe I can take it out of the mint Cello. Well, I mean, I guess that's what I meant. It is out of the mint Cello. I saw an empty one. Oh wait, that's not it. And so I'm guessing the one that is loose will probably have some environmental damage. That's why I like to buy these in the mint Cellos, even though the mint Cellos don't fully protect the coins. Once they're out, I feel like they get exposed to a lot more things in the environment. They just seem to turn a lot quicker. I know a lot of people like to store them in different ways. I just like to keep them in the mint Cellos. And I've bought plenty of ones that are not in the mint Cellos, and I prefer to buy them in them. Let's see what's going on with this one. Okay, it's okay. It's okay, folks. Hey, Ozzy Colin, welcome. How are you doing tonight? Welcome to the stream. Good to see you again. I'd say these coins here tonight are looking pretty good. We'll have to see what they produce once we zoom in. Looks like there's a batch of them coming up that the mint Cellos are much more yellow though. So we'll see how those have done. And so this is a partial roll of 40. And so for all I know, this was purchased from somebody had bought a roll of 50 and took out their 10 favorite ones and then just put back the ones they didn't want. But I'd say these ones seem a little bit above the average. So I'm guessing that's not the case unless they got a really spectacular roll. And so with all the mint Cello rolls I just got in, it looks like we've got at least 3 more months of shows with mint Cellos if we want to do them. And if you guys get tired of mint Cellos, I'm totally down to look through other things. I've just been really enjoying looking through them, and I seem to have more luck finding nicer coins in mint Cellos than anything else. But someday I'm going to start a roll collection, and then we can break them all open. I think I'm waiting for the roll collecting until I'm ready to start getting grading, which I just need a little bit more capital. I just need to stop spending all my money on coins before, but I'm enjoying what I'm doing. I'm finding lots of nice coins buying pre-graded ones. This one's got a little toning on the coat, a little bit of spotting, but I can see some red and a little bit of purple hiding in there. And I believe the rim here, can't really get a shot on the rim here. I believe it might be purple. Haven't found that loose one yet. I think I remember seeing one inside the bag and I was like, oh boy. But it'll turn up. So hopefully we got some double dies in here. I went to coppercoins.com again. A little bit of red on this one. There's just so many double dies for 1962. It's almost like it's not that hard to find a double die. It's hard to find a specific double die. That is the main problem. And I think that's a nice problem to have. I'd rather have a year that I'm searching have tons and tons of cool stuff in it than nothing at all. This one's kind of white on the reverse. It's like really, really light. It's like a white, pale yellow. And I feel like I've seen some doubling. Sometimes when I see stuff at this distance, though, you zoom in and it's just machine damage. Quick coffee break here. I accidentally dumped about 3 cups of coffee into this cup, so I should be awake till the end of the show for you guys. This one's got our giant spots here. Hopefully those are the worst we will see here tonight. I'm guessing, no, I don't see anything compromised. And you know what? Talking about like the possibility of this being a roll, this looks exactly the same cut as from another person that I buy from that sells rolls. They cut through every single one of the tokens and they slice into just a little chunk of the token. And so I don't know if it's just a coincidence that there are two people who cut mint sets that always cut the mint token a little chip like that. But if we look at the next one here, what do you know? They've sliced right in. And you don't have to do that. It's, you know, you literally, that's not where people are cutting from. So I believe this has probably been bought from another person on eBay that I regularly buy from when they have coins. And this is them reselling the ones. But you never know until you do it. And so I figured I'd take a chance and I'd buy them. Does this one not have that cut? No. Interesting. Okay. Well, maybe that will blow a hole in my theory, but quite a few of them I noticed did have it. So possibly this is made up from multiple sources. And then this one here, once again, it's got the cut. But I'm interested to see, like, I think that a bunch of people are still cutting up mint sets and stuff, so I'm wondering when we're going to see all the mint Cellos, or if somebody just has a prearranged situation where they buy them all up. I know things like that happen. So let's see. Here is our Lucy. Woohoo! Hello there. It's a wild one. Let's see if I can. No, let's not dump it on the ground. Let's see if we can take a look at this one. This one's kind of lost a bunch of its luster. Let's flip it over. And same thing with the reverse. Definitely a proof coin. There's a little bit of luster there. But let's see if we can finagle it back in here, even though it's already compromised. Oh, this mint Cello is pretty flaky. I'm gonna touch the rims. Alright, we got it back in. The coin's already pretty compromised, so I'm not gonna worry about it too much. This one here looks pretty nice. Hey, Accredited Coins, welcome. How are you doing? How is your eBay, or how's not your eBay store? I know your eBay store is doing good. How's your website Accredited Coins doing? I haven't checked it out a little while. It looked like you got everything really nicely set up. It was a very impressive website. Good job. Just curious how, I've been thinking about starting a website as well. And I know you put a lot of advertising and a lot of work into yours, but just curious how it's doing, how you're doing. Have you started up the buying frenzy on eBay yet? I don't think any of my categories have gotten bought out yet. So here's that compromised one. It actually, I feel like, looks a little bit better in the stream. All right, a little bit of coffee, and then we'll zoom in and see what we can find. These all out again, and we can search for fun. Get some lights on. I was using Facebook a little bit too. I found that the Facebook was pretty good. I did like a carousel ad on Facebook and directed it to the website, but I was doing eBay. So when I did mine, I did it through my eBay partner link, and pretty much I've been making as much on my eBay partner link as I have been paying in Facebook fees. So like I usually only pay like $1.50 in ads, and it's coming out to about 2 cents a click. And I only have to pay if they click on the ad to go to eBay. And so then every time someone clicks, if they do purchase from me or they purchase from anyone else on eBay, I'm going to get 1% plus of that transaction. And so by doing it that way, and limiting how much I'm spending on the Facebook ads every day, it seems to, I spend about $30 to $40 a month, and that's about how much I'm getting on the eBay partner link. And so it's not a perfect system, but I figured the more Facebook stuff I did at the same time, the more my eBay partner link would go up. I'm definitely used to, when I buy advertising, it seems like I get about 50 cents on the dollar of sales. Yeah, breaking even, that is the good part. I definitely, when I had just a standalone website in years past, I would make 50 cents on the dollar and I was not breaking even. And my sales never matched what they were on eBay. So it never quite made sense for me to do it that way. Like I've done a couple websites in the past. take a look underneath this L here. But at the same time, you know, when you start a website, you know, you got to spend money to get people to even know that you exist. So it's, you know, for the first couple years, it's kind of expected you're going to lose money. I'm not sure if this is, there's definitely some doubling on the bottom there, but I can't really tell. Probably, well, let's take a look at the rest of it. Let's see if there's any signs of being a double die over here. I feel like I did see some, that there were some on the Liberty side of things. But eBay, it's been pretty crazy there. Things have gotten really, really competitive for the holiday season. Like, people are just spamming out thousands and thousands and thousands of listings, like just reposting stuff, like taking it down and selling similar. It's crazy. I can barely keep up with looking through it all. I think that this is machine damage. I'm going to put this one to the side unless there's something else, and then just check on coppercoins.com after the stream and make sure I'm not missing something. And I'm assuming that this is machine damage on this side, but it kind of looks like one of... Is that notched up there, or is that just the light hitting? Well, I mean, the people that are going to buy the higher price stuff are people that really don't care about price. They just want, they want to go on eBay, find it, buy it, and be done and move on. So it's like you're hitting a group of people that don't really care about the price. It's like you said, like not a lot of loyalty. They're going to go wherever they can get it the fastest and be gone. So it's like if you have all those items that they want, they're going to purchase it from you if they can find it. If someone else has it for cheaper, yeah, they might go for someone cheaper. But at the same time, if you have it and nobody else does, it's just about having everything, having every possible available coin. It increases your chance of having a sale like that. One has that same kind of doubleness on the bottom, but not as extreme. Hey Logan's Coins, welcome to the stream. Good to see you again. And this one looks like a really, really, really fat 9. This one looks like a double die. Yep, this one's definitely a double die. Look at the 2 there. Alright, so we have a definite double die. I'd have to look to see which one this is. There are quite a few for this year. You're on your second channel. You're just making more and more and more and more channels. Good job. Way to be a young entrepreneur. I like it. How many streams do you have now, Logan? Yeah. And because the market goes up and down accredited coins, and when the market goes up, everything in a category just gets bought out. And so if you're the lowest, then you lose all that potential. And once everything gets bought out, it's like usually like a month and a half before, you know, a smart dealer will realize that there's a hole there, and attempt to fill it by, you know, getting new coins graded, or just even sourcing the coins from another dealer. And so just always having the stuff there. I mean, I tell you, I have gone on the other side and I have tried to be the cheapest. And the market, when the waves went up, I would just get bought out, and then I wouldn't be able to buy in. You would have to buy in above what you had paid, or you'd have to buy for above what you sold for, and it just didn't make sense. That's not a bad idea. Do we have another one here? Where's this machine damage? Let's get to the 2. Yeah, I mean there's definitely quite a few. I mean, I think this one might be machine damage, because while it is thicker, it doesn't look nearly as raised up, but it is kind of cool looking. I'm not sure about this one here. I mean, I was thinking, like a while ago, I tried baseball cards a little bit. Didn't really feel, I just wasn't into the baseball cards. I was for so long when I was younger. You know, there's stamps, there's Beanie Babies, there's Pokemon cards, Magic cards. Used to be really into the Magic cards. Like on Magic the Gathering Online, I had over 6 million Magic cards. The market on that's kind of crashed these days. But there's definitely, like, eBay seems to really be pushing sports cards and collectible cards these days. Yes, absolutely. I used to sell a lot of things on eBay, and just selling small things that are easy to store, easy and cheap to ship, it's priceless. I mean, I've had entire spare bedrooms just filled with stuff. And if it wasn't for watching like episodes of Hoarders, I would probably still, I would have suffocated in an avalanche of cool stuff. And it's just about things selling. Also been trying to learn more about, you know, like sell-through rate, and, you know, when I'm looking to purchase something, you know, looking at like how many items are available, how many I've sold in, you know, the past 90 days, and just figuring out what, you know, just because something's worth a lot of money, it doesn't mean it's ever going to sell. And so, you know, investing in something that you're just going to be sitting on, it's not really worth it. That U kind of looks like there's some extra in it. We'll have to pay attention to some of the other U's. Yeah, like where I had them on Magic the Gathering Online, which is the digital version. They came out with a new version of Magic the Gathering called Arena, and it's fun. It was basically the graphics they always should have upgraded to the first Magic the Gathering, but they never did, and then they decided to just, you know, destroy the market by like having a pay-to-play version of the game. But I basically would do manual trades, but I also had bots that could buy and sell the stuff. Definitely was a fun thing to do. Now the bot network is pretty much, it's still up, but it's pretty much a dead thing these days. There's still some money to be made off of it, but not what there used to be. Yeah, I would say $30 to $100 is definitely, it's just, there's the most amount of people that can buy your product. You go over $100, and there's only select people that can purchase the coin. There's more profit there, but you have to obtain that profit. And if you can't obtain that profit, then you're just sitting on, you know, inventory that's not moving. And I don't know, like I feel like starting on eBay, I just bought basically the cheapest of the cheap coins that I could, and tried to get, you know, a nice diverse collection of the cheaper stuff. And it was good in some ways, because not everybody could afford the more expensive stuff. And so this one looks kind of good. I know it's like not as focused here, but I feel like I can possibly see stuff here. Collector's Universe, yeah. I was watching another channel video talking about Pokemon and like how basically like the people, the warehouse distributors for Pokemon, that they are just getting like non-stop applications to become wholesalers. Like everybody just wants to get in on it, like crazy in on it. I'm not going to get in. Pokemon reprints the heck out of their stuff, so even though it'll be worth a bunch of money for a couple days, then all of a sudden the price just totally crashes on it, because they will just keep making it as long as people are buying it. Can I get this focused right? I feel like I'm seeing doubling on different areas, like but like baseball cards, I can't believe what's going on with baseball cards right now. I would have absolutely just thought that it was a bubble. I'm still not convinced. I'm still not convinced that it's not just a bunch of people buying and selling to each other and then waiting for new money to come and just buy them out. And then they're just gonna like bail on it, just drop it on someone, you know, trying to get into the game. Cello is just a little bit funky to see it. That one looked like it possibly had notches on it though. I've got to adjust again now. So this is kind of that same kind of like doubled look. Kind of looks like there's a little bit of doubling on the top of the 2 and on the bottom curve. The 6 looks pretty fat, and the 9 looks really fat there. I'd say there's a good chance this one here is a double die. Yeah, the thing that I don't like about baseball cards and stuff is just it's a lot harder to store them. I mean, they're just bigger, they're made out of cardboard. If you don't store them right, they kind of go bad. I mean, coins are the same way, but they're easier to store. It's interesting how the tips of the T kind of bend upwards. But people are really into all these other things right now, and it's kind of cool to take a look at. But I'm not convinced. I mean, I feel like so many markets like just took nosedives. And it seems like collectibles have been one of those places where it doesn't seem like, at least coins didn't feel like they took a nosedive. I'm definitely seeing extremely cheap auctions on eBay, but the entire market itself doesn't seem starved. It seems like the buy it nows are going just fine. It just seems like a bunch of people all flooding the market, you know, desperately needing money because they over leveraged themselves. Like that's kind of what I'm seeing, and then, you know, the market's able to buy them, but the people able to buy up all the stuff that's being flooded on the market, they're making a ton of money because they can just sit around, and the same customers that purchase all the stuff, normally they're still there. It's just, you know, it's just kind of, everything's just trading hands a lot more than it usually does. Well, the auctions have been really good. It was funny, like, towards the beginning of the week were some of the most mellow days I've seen on the auction house since this pandemic. I feel like it slowly stepped up this week. I think a bunch of people just went away for the holidays last week. My guess is it's just going to get busier and busier. The buy it nows, it's like a ferocious game. Like I feel like I'm seeing like 2, 3, 4 times the listing of buy it nows. Just I feel like all the dealers just had a bunch of stock they were just waiting to dump on the holidays. And it's all just coming out of the woodwork now. I can't remember what it was at. I think we were at like 122.6 thousand buy it nows in PCGS category. Like we had gotten down to like 119,000 a couple months ago, and it's, you know, it pretty much has just gone up recently. And it's a lot of people just relisting the same things to get exposure. Like say like I can do 10,000 listings, but I only have 3,500 listings. So it's like I could take down every listing I have and relist it 3 times, and it would cost me no more money. Because of all the links that I do, I don't want to do that. I've done it in the past. I've like totally flooded out the buy it nows, where anytime someone listed, I listed 100 things, and if you were somebody on eBay looking to purchase something, you would only see mine if you were in the buy it now section. It is possible to do, and it didn't seem like eBay really penalized me for it. That kind of looks like there's notching up at the top of that F there. There's like a nice line going diagonal. It does kind of look like there is maybe machine damage, but it could just be from doubling. Is that all we get? Well, I'm excited to have someone to bid against, because I need to, I'm basically just, every time I'm making sales, I'm buying stuff, and it's perfectly working out that I have just enough to pay for everything I'm winning. But yeah, I'd definitely appreciate it if you like won some of the stuff, because it's just hard for me to watch all these deals go by. It's just, it's like, I've never seen it go for that cheap before. And so I bet on it. It's a horrible game. It's like, you know, oh, I've never seen that stock in the stock market go. It's gotta go up. I'll buy even more into that stock, and oh, it went down again. Now it's cheaper. I'll buy twice as much. It's like, no, you just need to bail. But sometimes it's hard to learn these lessons. Well, it could be, I mean, this traditionally, this time of year is traditionally, I think I was telling you earlier in the year, like December, it's usually the best time to pick up auctions. There's like the best coins up, and it's like everybody's competing with each other. All the big companies are just flooding the market, putting deals, trying to get their name out there. It's like this traditionally, and then there's all the people that are just, you know, they need to buy Christmas presents, they want to buy presents, they don't have any money, so they're just selling off everything they own. And since everybody's doing the same thing, the stuff, it just, people end up getting like nothing for their money. And then so it's like, in my mind, this is usually when I try to pick up as much inventory, because once people, you know, once people get tax returns, that's my absolute best season for sales. I always used to think it was the holiday season. Who knows, maybe I'll have my best holiday season ever. I'd say my sales for the first time this month are a little bit slower than it has been for like pretty much the whole year. I'm still doing really well. But I would honestly say my sales are down a little bit from what they were. Still doing just fine, but I'm thinking basically as soon as Christmas is by and the holidays, sales are gonna like shoot up like twice as much as they are now. You know, that's what I hope. You know, who knows, maybe coin stores are gonna open up again. It's definitely going to be interesting to see, because I feel like a lot of people now have gotten used to shopping online for coins. And if people have been having good experiences, you know, they might not be as inclined to go to shows or stuff, or maybe they'll do both. I feel like hopefully there's a bunch of more people who got avid into collecting again. I feel like when everybody just works all the time, all day long, you know, you forget, what's the point of life? What do I like to do? So we'll see. But like me personally, I would gear up towards tax return season. I'd say like kind of the end of February. That's when you want to be ready. I would say my sales usually during that period from like February to about May. That is the best sales of the year. Generally, when summer comes along, that's when things start to die down because people aren't doing indoor hobbies anymore. They're kind of going on vacation, doing stuff outside, hanging out with family, just vacation, vacation, vacation. This year was totally different because it was like a pandemic and people weren't going out and doing stuff and they were on lockdown. So it's been an interesting year. However, it's been a really good year. Like I would say, like my business has grown 2 to 3 times the size it was before. My sales are up a huge amount. It's like I wish I mean, I feel like I was headed in the right direction anyway, but I feel like the pandemic just gave a huge, giant, crazy boost. It's not the way I think anybody wants to succeed, but it was more just being in the right place at the right time. Which I think you are in the right place at the right time. You basically have a near full collection. You did a really good job purchasing stuff and making a really nice inventory. You've just, been pretty much selling and not buying. Even if you just listed, I'd say if you just bought, just kept your eye out and picked up, 2 to 3 items a day and just listed 2 to 3 items a day, I think you would not believe what a boost your store would get every day. eBay, I feel like, definitely likes active users. They want people who are listing stuff a few times a day at least, and just are there. It's like, I feel like if I walk away from my computer, I get a text, I get a message, like saying you have an offer. If I sit at my computer, nothing, but as soon as they know that I'm gone, I'm getting, lured back in, kind of like how Facebook Messenger, they want you to do the maximum amount of clicks. They've got a psychology down to make sure that you click as much as humanly possible. I mean, I feel like you're doing everything right. The only thing I would suggest you do, I'd keep your prices the same. I'd do everything the same way you're doing it. Only difference is just purchase a few coins and relist and list them. It could be anything. It doesn't even have to be the best of the best. It gives you visibility, and it just lets eBay know that you're active and that if somebody purchases something, I don't know. I mean, just plain and simple, just buy a few things a day. Like, they can be the cheapest of cheap coins. They can be the best of best coins. I think it'll like double, triple your sales. Yeah, I've definitely tried that. Every time I send out an offer, I turn it on. And so now I'm getting less and less messages saying you have an item, eligible to send an offer to. And I honestly don't know how eBay does that, if it's, it just automatically sends it, or if it waits a certain amount of time for them to watch it. But since I enabled most of mine to do that, I would say I'm getting less offers, and I just don't know. I would say my sales have gone down a little bit, but I think that's just the holiday season. But it definitely works as far as I can tell. But what is weird is I won't get any offers for like 6 to 12. Like, first thing in the morning, I'll get like 10 offers, 10 sales, just as an example. And then I will not get a single offer or a single sale, nothing, absolutely nothing all day long. Like, it'll be like 9, 10 hours, sometimes 12 hours, and then I will get like 10 sales again, and then nothing. It's the weirdest thing. There you go. Just, if you do coffee, drink a cup of coffee, sit down, list until your coffee's done, and then you did something you were going to do anyway. You were going to drink a cup of coffee, and then, do something else with your day. You don't have to do a ton of stuff. You just have to, you just have to do something. Otherwise, I feel like eBay just doesn't give you the same amount of sales. Yeah, I obviously still haven't figured it out because I'll be sitting there with 3,500 listings up, and I won't get a single sale for like 12 hours. It's just weird how everything comes in chunks. It'll be like nothing, then everything at once. Like, it's like everybody got like a text message saying, buy right now. I just don't understand it. I think it's just machine damage, but the line on the end here, just want to see it from a different angle. And I'm going to put that in the maybe. Yeah, definitely. I mean, if they're coins that you purchased with the intent to sell, list them. I've seen you go on listing sprees. You could list those 100 coins in like an hour. You're a listing machine. This one looks like it may be a double die. You can see the doubling on the edge of the 2. And then I feel like the 9 and the 6 here look extra thick. So I'd say this is a better roll so far. I feel like I just like 1962 proofs. They seem to produce a lot. We'll just have to see how the value hangs up on the, or holds up on them over the years. If people can find double dies easily, it might not be the best. This one has kind of that double, like machine damage, like doubling underneath the letters. I feel like a bunch of the ones that we've had that looked like double dies all had that. But this doesn't look like one of them. I feel like we haven't found any doubled eyelids. I keep seeing that they exist, but I just keep not getting any of my rolls. Let's start at the top. I feel like we've been going at the bottom. It was funny, yesterday I had like no sales on my main account, but that second account that I set up, somebody, like I think I only had 7 items listed in there for more than my main account had listed for, and someone came and bought like almost every single coin in my secondary account. I couldn't understand why they'd go and buy them all out there when I have the same coins on my main account, and promoted on top of that. No problem, take your time. I'll be here for a little bit. Tonight's roll is a little bit smaller than the normal roll, but Definitely seems like this roll is worth searching. Oh, I'm in the microscope mode. How did that happen? Hopefully it's as clear as it was last time. I definitely noticed that being in the microscope mode here, it's way harder, or the one that I was just in, it's way harder to see. For some reason the resolution is not as high. Interesting line around the edge of the 9. See if we can see anything on the 2. I feel like the 2s are the best places. Not really feeling that one. It did look a little extra thick. But I feel like some of the double dies, they just look really, really, really thick. I think that's what we're looking for. We're looking for nice notching, nice doubling, or just like extra, extra thick. I'm curious if anybody is in like lockdown area and kind of like what that is like. I feel like numbers here are going up, 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 and I'm hearing that they're locking things down in California, and just curious of what that's like, how much people can still go out and do stuff, and how much it is just like being under home arrest. As long as I can go to the post office and go to the grocery store, I'm happy. I think we're maybe about halfway through. Feels like we've looked at more than 20 coins here, but it may be just about halfway. No doubling there, none there. Nothing on that one that I saw. If you guys see anything, whether it's live or when you guys are watching this later after the show, feel free to point out anything that I might have missed, because I'm still learning here. I know more than I did when I first started a year ago, but definitely still learning here too. I like kind of the inside curl of the 6 there. Almost looks like it goes in 2 different directions. It might just be a little like it got scratched or dinked right there. It kind of reminded me of like the small over large state for the 1960. So many things to look at on these ones, it's crazy. Wait. Falling out of my chair. Woo-ha. I should have put more coffee in there. I did 3 times the normal coffee before I started this stream. I thought I wouldn't be able to like close my mouth the entire stream. But apparently it takes more and more coffee these days. Wow, this mint Cello is like so clear. I wish everyone was like this one here. I guess if you get quality mint proof sets, that's what they all look like. Wow, the reverse too. I'm like happy with the plastic. I feel like I haven't even really looked at what the quality of the coin is. Some quality plastic. Alright, nothing on that one, unfortunately. It's easier to see when there's nothing there, when you can see it. I feel like some of the mint cellos where this mint cello is just horrible condition, I found like some really nice double dies. I think that people were just like could not see through them. Got a couple more videos I'm wanting to do this weekend, hopefully. I feel like I've been talking about it for a month, but have some good ideas about how to do some different videos to help you guys out. And don't want to give it away at the moment, but hopefully either this week or next weekend I'll be able to actually like get things together and get it filmed and get it up. So I feel like it'll be really, really helpful to anybody who purchases coins on eBay or buys a lot of anything on eBay. It's starting to save me a ton of money. and I'll get that done and tell you guys about it once I'm done. Looks like after this roll, probably gonna time travel with Doctor Who and go back in time for a little while. Hopefully that is the plan. I made 39 videos today. I feel like I can relax a little bit and find something fun to do. No double die there. Yeah, some of these mint cellos are in really nice condition. So it looked like the two ones that definitely looked like double dies, they were in just really nice, bright mint cello. Well, it looks like a bunch of these ones here are kind of yellow again. So it'll be interesting to see if these yellow ones produce two, or if it's just like two different batches, or if it's just random. I think, yeah, this is the one, this is the loose one here. Well, we've put it back in a cello. Nothing on it. One thing I've been thinking about doing is just selling these mint cellos by the piece. Because it doesn't seem like a ton more of them are showing up on eBay, but it's like, I feel like it's not quite worth it to, you know, if I was to sell these, like the most you really can sell most dates for is like, you know, $1 for a modern penny, and then it's like there's shipping and handling and stuff. I feel like a lot of people would want to buy them. I just feel like there's just not enough money. And so trying to figure out like different ways to sell them in bulk. I was thinking about doing like a grab bag or something where like just every single mint cello from, you know, that we've looked through here, whether it's like a spotted one or a double die, just putting it into like a huge bin, and then, you know, basically doing a grab bag where somebody gets like 10 cellos for $10 or something like that. And try that out and see, you know, maybe I could throw some like fun coins, throw some silver, throw like a gold coin in there so someone could randomly get something like that. Also seemed like it would be fun for a stream where people could basically just, you know, pick, maybe I could get like a claw machine and people could like remotely like put a, like choose a coin remotely somehow. This one looks kind of interesting. At least that front part did. Maybe it's just machine damage. So it was kind of looking not like one little nick, but like kind of like two. I think it's just machine damage. I'm like looking. Maybe I need to change my setup. If I'm looking at coins like that, it's like trying to see around the corner. Oh, what is that? You see how like there's like it's almost like a remnant of another two there. Maybe there was moisture that solidified there. It's just interesting how it just really looks like there was another two to the northwest. I feel like the 6 kind of does the same thing. I want to look at that upside down, see if it looks exactly the same. Yeah. Maybe that's worth checking into. I believe it's just probably moisture pooled. And kind of solidified and kind of damaged it right like that. I think that A there always has a split there. I'm going to check that one out in a little bit. We definitely found 2 good ones here though, and a couple that I want to just like go and compare to different known ones. This looks like one. I don't know, it's kind of interesting. The 2 does look a little skinny there, almost like it's being taken away, but I believe this is a double die. The 6 and the 9 look pretty huge. You can see like a little bit of doubling up on the top of the 6, and I feel like you can see, well, not so much on the 9. It does look really, really thick. I think that this is one. Which one it is? I don't know. But I believe it's one of them. So it looks like we've got like maybe 8 more chances, but looks like we found like 2 really nice ones, double dies, and then I think this one was one not as impressive as the others. And then we have a bunch that I'm just going to go and look. There's like 7-8 pages of different double dies, and so it's kind of hard it's like some of them look like other ones that I've seen, and I just want to compare them like coin to picture. And pretty soon, hopefully, I'll have graded versions of most of them. So if like I'm like, oh, that looks like a double die, then I can kind of like, find the double die that looks like it. I feel like I'm getting a couple more double die varieties for my tool arsenal every week, and so eventually I'll have a nice toolkit to be able to compare coins in person. It just makes it way easier. It was like earlier today when I was looking at the 1979 wide rim Susan B. Anthony. I'd never seen one before, but fortunately in the same lot that I purchased it in, there was, a regular 1979, and so I was able to just compare them right next to each other, and having, one of each definitely made it a lot easier for knowing nothing about the coin, to just take a look at and be like, okay, that's how it is, that's what it looks like, and then you know exactly what to look for. There's that same A that looks like it has a notching on. I think that A always has what looks like a notch for 1962. I feel like I think one of the E's on the bottom has it too. Will we find a doubled eyelid tonight? Just the top of that eye looks bigger than the bottom. I don't think I ever noticed that, if that's a normal thing. Whoa. Oh, this is that coin, I think, with the two... I only see one big. I don't remember seeing one. It's like all of a sudden there was this darkness, like something took a bite out of it. Look at, there's a rainbow in the darkness. Unfortunately, the rainbow gets eaten by the black void. It's cool, it happens. It's like, I wonder how many like beautifully rainbow toned coins just end up turning black. Because I feel like it's on the way to turning brown, but it's like I haven't been collecting long enough to really like, see any of my coins turn brown. I'm sure it's happened. It's just like watching the grass grow. Like, you're not gonna notice probably unless it's like a really special coin, and then one day be like, wait, what happened? But that's the cool thing about making the videos of the PCGS ones. It's like I could pull a coin out, 10 years later, or take a toned one and make another video of it, or like, just compare coins like year after year and see how they change, if they change, what happens. I'd say I'm pretty happy with this roll. I feel like the coins were pretty decent. We found a couple double dies in it. Maybe they were the double dies the person wasn't interested in. Maybe they didn't know they were in there. Nothing on that one. Oh, here's the one with the nice spots on it. Let's see if these ones have rainbows on the spots. You can see different colors, like it was a bullseye. There's another spot on this one somewhere. Maybe we'll run into it. Maybe we don't need to bother looking for it. It's like if we do find something on this coin, it's probably not going to be someone's first pick if they're looking to purchase one like this. You can see a little rainbow on the edge. On that one. Let's see, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 more, and then we will take a look at the double dies one more time. Maybe we can kind of see what the quality of them are. No doubled eyelid. When I've been coming on the stream lately, I've been noticing it seems like there's more and more and more streamers. It's kind of cool, or at least I enjoy it when I'm not on here. But it's also like, oh, I want to go see that person's stream. But wait, I'm streaming tonight. I can't see it. Three more. You guys think we'll have luck? A little bit of machine damage possibly on the bottom. Interesting little line across the top. That 9 looks pretty big. That 6 looks pretty good. The 2 looks pretty good. I think we got ourselves another one. That looks good to me. That 2 looks huge. It kind of looks like the last one, except for a better looking version of it. All right. And we still got a couple more. Maybe we'll find, what is this? 4th one? Maybe we'll find a 5th. I know, I'm pushing it. Alright, 2 more. Goodness, maybe we'll find 6. Feels like scratching a lottery ticket, slowly moving. It's like, will the error be here? Will it be here? How about here? Not that one. Alright, last one, last chance here. This one's got the spot of death. It's like something's living on the end of the coin. This is not the double die you were looking for. Just remembering to, like, say, like the initials here, they can be doubled on these as well. My microscope, I feel like, just does not pick them up. It strains my eyes trying to go, is that one looks doubled? Wait, that one looks doubled. No, I don't think any of them are doubled. Alright, let's take a look at the ones that, so that was all the different coins, and then these are the ones that I think are definitely a double die here. You can just see the extra thickness. In the digits, you can see, you know, some of the lines of the doubling. I feel like the 2 just shows it the best. I feel like the 6s and 9s, you know, you can just see how thick they are. If it was just, you know, part of it getting scooped out, I don't think you would see the extra thickness on the coins. So I think there are 4 of them, and there are just so many different kinds too for this date. And I feel like a couple of the other ones might have had reverse double dies, but they just were not very clear. And I want ones that I'm able to see and show people and have them make sense. I feel like this is the least clear one out of the 4. I believe it is one. Like the 2 definitely looks like it's, I don't know if it's a later stage or earlier stage. But I believe that this is one. It's just not quite as impressive as the other ones. I feel like it doesn't quite look as thick. I'd say the other 3 are a much better example. So we can look at kind of what the quality of the coin is too. Because I know some of the coins we got to look at were very nice and bright and shiny. And then some of them were not. Perfect, so we'll turn off the light here. Let the light adjust. So this is one of the ones we found here. Not too bad looking. Definitely got some luster, no big spots. Nope, that just wiped right away. So I'm sure these would all look way, way, way better outside their mint cellos. But I mean, 4 double dies out of 40 coins. That's not bad. That's 1 out of 10. I wish every 10 coins I looked through I found a double die. I would do this more, and I already do it a lot. I'd say this one's maybe the nicest looking one so far. So yeah, happy day. I'm glad I purchased this from someone that I'd never purchased from before. If I see them put more stuff up, I know that there is a good possibility that I can find something. I feel like the same, maybe that one's actually on the coin or inside. Yeah, you can see a little bit of darkness on these crinkles, like there was a little bit of moisture. But not too bad. So that was the roll, everyone. Those were the best ones. There was about 8 or so that kind of looked iffy that I'm going to check out after. It takes me a while. I'm still learning and it's pretty slow going. So I'm not going to have you guys watch me. But if you guys ever want to try checking out the different coins, you can compare them to different ones at coppercoins.com. There's a nice variety search there on the left hand side of the page, of the main page. And then you just enter in, say these were 1962s, 1962 to 1962 Philadelphia. and hit go, and it'll bring up like 7-8 pages of varieties for the state. But thank you, Accredited Coins, for being here tonight. It was fun getting to talk to you. Thank you, Logan's Coins, for being here tonight. Thank you, Ozzy Colin, for stopping by. I'm not sure who else is watching at the moment, but thank you guys. Blue Sandy, if you're out there watching on a TV, thank you for being here. And anyone lurking, watching, thanks for being here. It's a lot of fun doing this show for you guys. I hope you guys all have a good night and a good weekend. I'll be back Wednesday with some more. It's possible, I keep having these videos I'm meaning to do for you guys that kind of have something to do with what we do, but just more just want to share some cool stuff with you guys. So hopefully I'll be able to do something either tomorrow or next weekend. But have some good ideas to share with you guys. So thanks everyone for being here tonight. Just go to the bottom here. Yeah. I'll see you guys all in the future. Until next time, friends.